time to get serious. Are you serious? Me? Get serious? When it's time, I'll be serious. Started off, first of all, let's finish off with the yesterday. Got the cat clean, got all the paint off, but I'm not sure if I used the right technique, coconut oil or any oil. It just takes it all off, but now she keeps licking the coconut oil and her fur looks kind of funny. Anyways, she's not sick, so that's great. So tonight, what did I do? I painted an area on the floor. I'm not finished it yet. I'm going to upload that video when I am done. So I put the camera on, and I go fast sometimes. Sometimes I don't think. So I took a pot. I didn't take pot. I took a pot with earth in it, and then I put something that was heavy. I put this in it with the camera so the camera doesn't flip out. Anyways, I finished painting. I covered it up with like one of those canvases so the cats can't go on it. Then I put something on top of the canvas because the minute I put something on the floor, the cat's on top of that. So I have to put something on top so they don't compress it into the paint. Lo and behold, what happens? Phone rings, phone rings. I run over here. I completely forget that I'm finished the video, and yep, plant flips right over onto the picture. Thank God it couldn't go onto the paint. I couldn't lift it up. I didn't want to lift it up, and I have to clean it up. But I can't sweep anything because I washed my broom. I have two brooms, and I washed them both. So when I was going to go sweep it, I says, oh no, it's wet. All the dirt's going to stick to it. There goes my cleaning. So I left it on the floor right now. That's done. Get a phone call. It's my son. First of all, I hear bing, bing, bang, bang, and usually I don't have my phone on anything to connect anything. Bing, bing, bang, and then I get a phone call. It's my son. Lock the keys in the car. Dad, can you bring me the keys? I was like, but your mother has the keys. Dad, can you bring me the keys? I said, okay. So anyways, brought him the keys to his work, which is about 10 miles away from here. But that's great. Get to see my son. Fantastic, right? Get to see my son at night. Now that's something special. What else went on? Yes, I have no gas in my car. No gas in the car, and sorry to say this, I just bought a few things, and I usually leave just a few bucks in my account, and I didn't notice the bank took out the end of the month. You know, they give you a charge at the end of the month. They're supposed to take it out tomorrow. They always take it out a day before. I go to get the money he sends me. It's gone. Anyways, that's done. Now something else happened. I don't remember what it is, but let's forget about that. I want to work on the binary code. Everything is fantastic. I have this new thing on binary code. Gas price apparently is going to be going up again because of carbon credits. Like, let's give away our carbon credits. Here is my binary code. Binary code, for those who don't know, all the zeros and 01 binary code. In fact, before we start with binary code, 1 in all. So what is all? Is all this and 1 is inside? Is that the way we regard 1? Let's forget about that. Binary code goes 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64. 6 and 4 equals 10. 1 plus 0 equals 1. 14. 7 and 7 is 14. 1 and 4 equals 5. 8 and 8 is 16. 1 and 6 is 7. So this is how I did binary code. Now I did binary code in multiple levels. Let's say binary started with 2. Let's say binary started with 3. And it always doubles up. So I go 1. Now here I go 2, 4, 8. And then it repeats. And here I started with 3. But in the third position, there is no 1. There is no 2. There is no 4. There is no 8. There's no 1, 4, 7, 2, 5, 8. There's only 3 and 6, and this is the area for creation. We get back to 4. We start in the fourth position, 4. What would be the third position over here would be the first position over here. So second position over here for first position for 2, second position for 4, third position for 8. We get down to this position over here. 5 is first. 1 is second. See the way we move this over? 5 goes first. 1 is next. Do you follow? Do you understand what I'm talking about? The binary code, I switched up the way it's being done. In position 3, in position 6, and in position 9 are all different. 3 and 6 are identical or just reversed. 3, 6, 6, 3, 3, 6. And in the 9th position, it's all 9s. 9, 18, 27, 54. So 5 and 4, 9, 2, 7, 9. And that's the way that goes. In this one over here, these numbers coming together, we start off on the moon. Here we start off in Mars. This one would be Pluto. This one would be the cat. The father, the cat in creation in Pluto is Mars to creation, to the moon, to the gateway, into birth in everything. And this was what these numbers tell me. And it tells me this in the 3rd position. The gateway is in the delta angle. This is where Jesus comes in. In the 5th position, the gateway is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In the 6th, this is where man comes in through the gateway and the moon. 5th position. In the 6th position, creation of man, alpha, beta, father. How do we get 6? Now, there's many ways to look at 6, but I like to look at 6 this way. On the dice cube, in the deck of cards, this is the way 6 shows up. And 6 shows up either on the cube, it shows up with the birth in the center, or in the cards, 6 shows up with these over here, because in the cards, 6, 7, and 8 all have 6 in it. But in the cube, the reverse to 6 is 1. Now, does everybody understand that? A. Where does 1, 2, 4 show up? 1, 2, 4. B, A, D. It shows up the 1st, 2nd, the 3rd. In B, it shows up at the 6th position, the 7th position in the 8-way. Man to the gateway of the heaven. In 3, 6, and 9, there is none. In number 4, it shows up in the E world to man's gateway. In the 5th position, I call that the energy spirit position. Beta, creation of the delta angle in energy. At the gateway, number 1 shows up in creation to the delta angle into the E world. And then in number 8, it shows up in the 4th. Here's my H. It shows up number 1. Sorry, I should just put number 1 in the 8th position. And I should have done that first. I went too fast. In the 8th position, number 1 shows up 1, 2, 3, 4th, 5th, and 6th. And 4, 5 is through the gateway in the sun comes man's. In the gateway in the sun comes man. Number 1 is in the 4th position. Number 2 is in the 5th position. And creation is in the 6th position. So this is when the heavens number in creation, 1 and 2 always comes together to create 3. Through the sun comes man in the heavens. For those of you who don't understand this, the center of this, I like to call this the communication in the gateway 2 and 4. Why do I call that 2 and 4 communication in the gateway to the half-life? Because 2 times 4 is 8, 2 plus 4 is 6. And because these two come together, we only need to have this for my greatest diameter. So now I said a lot. Now what does it mean? I have to sit down. I still have to understand a lot more. I have to understand the astrological signs, the zodiac, and I have to watch, I think, more of Miss Levette's videos because it keeps connecting. When I watch them, something keeps connecting and I'm not sure what it is. We went over these designs in my last video all the way through. I don't know what it is. So for those of you who do understand, for those of you who don't understand, there's a few things that I left out, and I always do. 1, 2, 3, if we go to the game of pool, after the number 7, 7 is connected to number 15, right? The 7 ball and the 15 are the same color. The 15 ball, 1 and 5 is 6, and also a relationship to Mars. The 8 ball is black. I'm just trying to think. ST, ND, RD. The angel to the delta angle, the 1 spirit in the 8 heaven. N is your DNA, 144. Okay, this is 39. This is the skies of Saturn. The skies of Saturn because S and T, which is the 19th and 20th letter. 20th letter also brings up the G letter in gematria. Okay, S for spirit, T for time. I can do a lot of things with that, but this is what I set up to do right now. 19 and 20 equals 39. 3 is for creation, 9 is for the birth. How do we get 3 into 9? 3 to the power of 2. But what happens if I bring 2 to the power of 3? I end up with 8. So the heavens of birth. S and T, 39, 3 for C, and 9 for I. Total is 12. And again, back to Father Creation, equals L letter. The L letter is EL, says CL, and in French, it's sky. So that's how I come up with the skies of Saturn. And why Saturn? Because the numeric value to Saturn is number 93. Now, there's a couple of more things that go with that. If it's 93, well, what's 92 and 91? 92 reflects yellow, 9 and 2, 11. Black is reflected with 29. The reverse, 2992. I'm just going over 19 or 91 equals the spirit, and when you add up the deck of cards, 13 cards or 1 through 13 equals to a total of 91. Raphael, 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Why the constellation of Pegasus? Because if you look up in the astrological signs, you will find 7286. What is located there? Pegasus. Who is standing with Pegasus in Columbia Pictures? It looks like Mother Mary, or Mary Magdalene, or Mary, the mother of Jesus, is with it. And it just so happens that on the night that I had that vision, I saw her. I got that number. Boom, bang. Pegasus fits with it. She's with the horse. How in the world can I make that up? I don't know. Vision or not, it was spoken to me inside my head. Thank you for watching this video.